Hi guys, I'm back with another video today. So today's video is part 2 of Iceberg Explained Lost Game Show Media Iceberg. This is part 2. There's a lot of information, so let's jump into it. Before I start reading all this information and me editing it after, I'm sorry if you hear a weed whacker outside. My stepdad's weed whacking. I just wanted to point that out really quick. But let's get into it. So, the depths. Number 3. Our Little Genius, 2010. Our Little Genius was an unaired show hosted by Kevin Pollak. The show was created by Mark Burnett and was intended to air on Fox on January 13th, 2010. The show consisted of a child prodigies attempting to win money for their families, answering trivia questions. Before the show could air, questions were raised as whether or not the show was rigged, prompting an investigation by the FCC and leading to the show's cancellation. Tune In, pilot episode. Tune In, partially found Nickelodeon game show pilot episode, 1998. Tune In is a lost game show pilot that was taped at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida in 1998. It's currently unknown why it was greenlit by Nickelodeon. Description: the only known footage of Tune In online is the 5-minute compilation video created by former crew members of Nickelodeon Studios for its 10th anniversary in 2000. Only around 5 of the videos have surfaced without the original audio. There is very little information about the pilot episode available, and whether or not Nickelodeon still has it in their possession remains unconfirmed. All-Star Bowling, channel AMC. It's just basically a game show about celebrities bowling. Nothing hard about it. High Rollers, 1975 to 1976. Syndicated episodes. High Rollers, a lost syndicated game show, 1975 to 1976. High Rollers was a game show based on dice game Shut the Box that ran on NBC and syndicated between 1974 to 1976, and then again from 1978 to 1980, Jesus, can't talk, and 1987 to 1988. The show was created by Muriel Heater and Bob Quigley, who previously created Hollywood Squares, and hosted by the late Alex Trebek from 1974 to 1980, and then Wink Martindale in 1987. Although many episodes from NBC version have been surfaced online, the syndicated version has no episodes viewable anywhere. Pressure Lock pilot episodes, 1980. There's no information about it, but I swear to God, if you look on YouTube, the pilot's on there, so I don't really know. The nighttime Price is Right Dennis James episodes. The Price is Right partially lost Dennis James episodes of game show, 1972 to 1977. The Price is Right has 3 syndicated versions produced and aired between 1972 and 1995. The first version premiered 6 days after the CBS version, was hosted by Dennis James instead of Bob Barker, and would be replaced by Bob Barker in 1977, and Tom Kenny hosted it from 1985 to 1986, with Doug Davidson hosting the last one from 1994 to 1995, while episodes with Barker, Kenny, and Davidson survive and can be viewed today. James episodes are pretty hard to come by. Show Offs, 1975 pilot episode. No, it's a known pilot of a game show, but not a lot of people know about it because it came out in 1975 and people just don't know about the game show in general. So that's why it's hard to find the pilot episode. Password Plus, unaired George Preppard episode. The unaired episode is found on YouTube. The reason why the episode was not on NBC wasn't aired on NBC in the first place was George Preppard goes on a rant about NBC during the show. Call My Bluff, 1965 episodes. Call My Bluff, a partially found NBC game show, 1965. Call My Bluff was an American game show that aired on NBC from March 29, 1965 to September 24th, 1965. It was created by legendary Mark Goodson and Bill Todman and hosted by Bill Layden. Although the show didn't do well in the United States, it was a runaway success overseas like Britain, Australia, Denmark, and Finland. However, like another show Goodson and Todman created, like Snap Judgment, this show had not been rerun since it was aired, and very little known episodes exist online. Slime Survivor 2000 pilot episode. Slime Survivor, partially found Nickelodeon game show pilot episode 2000. Slime Survivor's an obscure game show pilot that was taped at Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida in April of 2000. It is unknown why the pilot wasn't greenlit by Nickelodeon, but has been a rumor that it was ditched in favor of Double Dare 2000, possibly due to budget issues. According to Reddit user who was visiting Nickelodeon Studios and watched the tape of this pilot, it began with a group of 100 kids that ran out under a big rig that had an individual spaces with pull ropes. Once they pulled the ropes, 50 contestants made it and 50 didn't. In other words, there were different challenges, team events, and trivia sections that eliminated more contestants until only one was left, and the host and announcer had not been specified. The only known footage of Slime Survivor online is a 5-minute compilation video created by former crew members of Nickelodeon Studios for its 10-year anniversary in 2000. There are around 5 seconds of videos without the original audio. There is very little information about the pilot available. Ben Price worked on it, and the characters are. He's an animator who worked on the show, such as the Ambiguous Gay Duo or the Lizzie McGuire movie. Whether or not Nickelodeon still has the original footage remains unconfirmed. Green Burton Richardson audio. There was literally no information about it. I didn't find anything, so I don't know what the heck that's referring to. Game Farm 2002. Same thing, no information. I didn't find anything on it. Fathoms Run, number 4 of the iceberg. Number 1, Great Temptation Valkyrie episode. Great Temptation, a lost episode of the 10 Network game show 1970 to 1975. This article has been tagged as NSFW due to its disturbing nature. If you guys don't like death, then don't watch this part of the video. It's going to get into some deep stuff here, so if you don't want to watch this part of the video, skip it. The Great Temptation was an Australian game show that aired on the 10 Network from 1970 to 1975. The show is known as the early Australian version of Sale of the Century that aired 5 years after the show ended. It was hosted by Australian television veteran Tony Barber The show was Barber's first television hosting show duty, and the show format is very similar to Sale of the Century. While the show hasn't been seen since its original airing, one episode hasn't been seen at all. According to Barber in an interview on Today's Extra in April 2016, no one was very sure at the first because she actually won the game. I said, "Congratulations, Valerie, you won." And she sloped. There was a bit of confusion. We queried the studio and the doctors were called. Barber then headed back to the dressing room where he said the floor manager gave him an update on a situation. He concluded, I said, "How is she?" "She seems to pass out." And he said, "Tony, she passed on." It was awful and very upsetting for everyone there. Taping was halted immediately. The episode was never completed and never aired due to this incident. No one knows what killed her, and how much she won is also unknown. Not much is also known about the episode or when it was taped during the series' sixth season run. Given that this was taped during the early 70s, where refusing tapes was common at the 10 network, so it is extremely unlikely that the episode will ever see the light of day. Next is Legend of the Hidden Temple Pit of Despair Incident. Legend of the Hidden Temple Pit of Despair Incident, lost final round and episode game show 1993 to 1995. In 1993, Legends of the Hidden Temple hit Nickelodeon airwaves, has since been widely considered to be one of their best game shows. While no aired episodes are missing, there was a temple run or possibly an entire episode that will never air. According to host Kurt Fogg on the web series The Garage Show with Jeff Stuthin, there was a female contestant in the temple. The episode, season, and team were not specified. She had been having a meltdown in, ironically, the Pit of Despair. The cameras were still rolling, however, she eventually vomited everywhere and they had to stop to re-record after everything was cleaned up. No one knows why it happened, however, it's possible she was overly tired as temple runs would be recorded during the nighttime hours. There isn't much more information on this than when we already been stated, but despite the slim chance of it still existing, it can be easily assumed that this was confiscated due to the fact the taking couldn't be used. Wheel of Fortune unused Charlie O'Donnell audio. Like I said, no information. Don't know anything about it. Tic-Tac-Toe, 2000 pilot episode. Tic-Tac-Toe, lost pilot of game show, existence unconfirmed, 2000. Tic-Tac-Toe is a game show based on tic-tac-toe. Contestants answer questions in various categories to put their respective symbol X or O on the board. The show started in July 30th, 1956 on NBC, but was canceled in October 1959 due to the quiz show scandals at the time. The show was brought back on CBS in July of 1978 for 45 episodes, where it was moved to syndication in September of 1978 and ended in May of 1986. Again, from September 1990 to December of the same year, the show has been hosted by show curator Jack Barry during the NBC run, then by Wink Mardale during its CBS run, and first syndicated run until May 1985, being replaced by Jim Caldwell until the end of its run, and finally Patrick Wayne in 1990. According to CBS television website, a pilot was allegedly shot in October to November 2000 in Studio 36, along with another pilot for the 100,000 Pyramid hosted by Donny Osmond. However, the information about the network host and gameplay was never discovered. Or disclosed, not discovered. Fax Pause, 1998. Fax Pause was a television program that aired on the Game Show Network from June 22nd to August 1st, 1998. It was similar to Mystery Science Theater 3000 as two hosts, Sean Donald and Mary Gallagher, reacted to an episode of the game show that was considered to be very infamous. The show didn't last very long and was canceled by the fall of 1998. Here's all the episodes and all the information. Number 1, a three's a crowd. Its statue is lost. Number 2, all faces. All about faces. That statue is lost. Number 3, all about the opposite sex. That's lost. The better sex. That's lost. Bullseye. Partially found. Camouflage. Found. Celebrity charities. Found. Chain reaction. Lost. The Diamond Head Game. Lost. Celebrity Double Talk. Lost. Go. Found. Hollywood Connection. Lost. Hot Potato. Lost. Jackpot. Found. Pass the Buck. Lost. Play the percentages. Lost. Ruckus. Lost. Treasure Hunt. Lost. Trivia Trap. Found. Winning Streak. Found. Fantasy. Existent. Unconfirmed. Holding Everything. Existent. Unconfirmed. I've Got a Secret. Existence. Unconfirmed. What's My Line? Existence. Unconfirmed. To Tell the Truth. Existence. Unconfirmed. Beat the Clock. Existence. Unconfirmed. Personality. Existence. Unconfirmed. And this is all the episodes for the game show Fax Pause, if you were wondering. Some of them have been found, some of them have lost, and some of them might not even exist. And number 6, RuPaul's Drag Race, unaired Sherry Pie footage. Winner Sherry Pie was going to win the race, but she cheated, then she was disqualified, so they didn't air the episode. Fear Factor, hee haw, hee haw, hee haw, unaired episode. There's literally no information about it. Press Your Luck, British version. Yes, there is a British version of it. You can watch it on YouTube. Personals, 1991 and 1992. Literally no information. Jeopardy, Barbara Lowe episodes. The current statue is partially found. Okay, now we're going into number 5, The Abyss. Abyss. Dude, this sucks. 2000 pilot episode. Dude, this sucks. Lost MTV pilot 2000. This article is tagged as NSFW and NSFW. One of them is for I believe racial language, and racial language. And the other one is something else. I don't know. I gotta read it. Can't remember. On July 21st, 2000, MTV was taping a pilot for a new show called This Sucks. It was supposed to be an inverted talent competition where 2 team captains would each act out a performance featuring bizarre talents of contestants for 45 seconds. If any time during the 45 seconds one of the 3 judges think their act sucks, they would smash down with a hammer on the podium and the act is disqualified, and the entire audience screams out, "Dude, this sucks," as loud as they can. At the end of the half an hour, the team with the most points get a load of money. For one of the acts, some teenage girls were instructed... Oh, I know what this is. Okay, I know what this is now. I remember. For one of the acts, some of the teenage girls were instructed by the studio employees to stand on the stage and certain places for the part of the show in which a pair of performers known as the Shower Rangers were to go through their routine. The girls didn't receive any information from the staff about what the performance was or how they would involve it. The performers, the Shower Rangers, took the stage and dressed in scouting type uniforms and appeared to act out some kind of campfire scene. The Shower Ranger then turned their backside to the audience, dropped their trousers, and exposed their bare rears, bent over and let the fly with a shower of liquid excrement, spraying the unaware girls from head to foot. Apparently, the performers had dosed themselves with powerful laxative prior to the show. The controversy. Unfortunately for MTV, the girls who were sprayed by the MTV's Shower Rangers were not amused by their particular ideal of humor, nor were their parents. Two of the girls sued the television network on April 5th, 2001 for infliction of emotional distress, negligence, and battery because of the incident, which took place in January. One of them told the court, "We were having a good time until the second act of Dude, This Sucks went on. All of a sudden, I was smelling something disgusting and started to gag. I looked around at my friends. They were covered in something. As I looked down at myself, I realized that I was too." Another one of the plaintiffs, 14-year-old Kelly Slot, spoke of the humiliation the girls felt when they returned to school. Everyone knew about it, even some of the teachers. Most kids were cracking jokes or wouldn't come near us because even though we washed our face off, they said we smelled and never ever forgot what a horrible experience that was. Number 2, Who's Who, 1951. Who's Who is a lost one-episode CBS game show, 1951. It was just canceled after one episode on TV. The Mind Readers, 1979 to 1980. There's literally no information. The New Price is Right, 1993 pilot episode, found on YouTube, but really no information about it. Password Plus, unaired Wink Martindale and Gene Rayburn round, no information. By Popular Demand, 1950, no information. Second Chance, 1977, short-lived aired game show in 1977, which had 95 episodes that aired from March to July of 1997, and a couple reruns on the CBS channel in 1986 and 2006, and another rerun on ABC in 2019. Talk about Nintendo Entertainment System game. No information. Next is Who Wants to Marry a Multi-Millionaire? Who Wants to Marry a Multi-Millionaire was a Fox network reality show in which multi-millionaire named Rick Rockwell married the contestant winner Darva Conger on television. The show was aired as a single 2-hour broadcast on February 15, 2000, and was hosted by Jay Thomas. In 2002, the TV Guide ranked it as number 25 on its TV's Guide's 50 Worst TV Shows of All Time list. Nick Arcade, Missing Episodes. Nick Arcade found Nickelodeon Game Show, 1992. Nick Arcade is a 1990s Nickelodeon game show that premiered on January 4th, 1992 and ended on November 6th, 1992. The show involves two teams who are competing to enter Video Zone to face the challenge of the game wizard. In order to enter, each team must earn the highest points, most of it involving moving Mikey on the screen board. as he lands in a square that uncovers certain events, such as answering trivia questions mostly relating to video games, winning bonus prizes, or given a video challenge. The video challenge allows one team to play a classic video game of their selection. Nick Arcade took some inspiration from the video game-based game shows such as Starcade and Video Power. Reruns aired on Nickelodeon until September 20th, 1997, which with alternately sponsored plugs during the final airings. After that, the show started airing reruns on Nick Gas. The show lasted a total of 2 seasons with 84 total episodes. While Nick Gas aired most of the episodes, there were 20 episodes that Nick Network has not aired. One of those episodes was released on iTunes, and another was posted on Turbo Nick. Another 5 episodes were uncovered through VHS recordings from some of the 1990s Nickelodeon airings. This leaves a total of 13 episodes that have not yet been recovered due to the rarity of the missing episodes. The only way that they will likely be shown to the public again is either through a VHS recording or a studio copy, a TV airing on Nick Splat, or through a commercial release on iTunes or DVD. Clips from some missing episodes, however, are shown on Ethel's YouTube channel, a channel run by Phil Moore designed to fund his failed Kickstart for Nick Arcade successor using modern virtual reality technology. On March 24th, 2021, the entire series was added to Viacom CBS streaming service Paramount Plus. Okay, I can go one more. I can go Below the Abyss. No, I'm going to finish this today with part 2. You know what? I'm going to finish this today, guys, because I only got 2 more tiers left. Below the Abyss, Scratch and Sniff, Den of Doom, 2007. No information. 2. Fear Factor MTV Spring Break, 2002. Fear Factor was a popular reality show that aired on NBC from 2001 to 2006, then briefly airing from 2011 to 2012, and aired again on MVT in 2018. The show normally involved 6 and 10 contestants, 3 men, 3 women, who would compete in 3 extra stunts. The last person standing who would walk away with a grand prize of $50,000. After 5 seasons, this would change to 4 teams of 2 competing for the same amount. For the longest time, the episodes of the show were very hard to come by, with only bits and pieces online. However, in 2010, cable TV channel Chiller started broadcasting reruns of the show, despite several episodes remaining unaired from the network, including Playboy Playmate Special Season 2 Championship, Season 4 Miss USA Edition, etc. Unfortunately, the stream service who added Fear Factor to its lineup, with almost every episode intact. However, 1 episode still missing. The episode in question was a special MTV Spring Break edition that aired in 2002 during Season 2. According to the synopsis of DVTV.com, the episode involved 4 contestants on spring break in Cancun competing for 50,000 pesos, or $5,000. The 4 contestants would have to commit what appeared to be all gross out stunts, and the last contestant remaining would win the prize. There is no information as who the contestants were, but the winner was disclosed in a review on a fan site. The winner was some guy named D. Morris. No footage of the episode appeared online. According to Hulu, they were unable to get the episode due to copyright issues, although the episode may have appeared in reruns on other channels. As of now, it remains only the Fear Factor episode that have never turned up online, although a DVD copy of the episode confirmed to exist. Number 3. The $1 Million Pyramid Wii early version. $1 Million Pyramid lost early build of Wii game based on American Game Show 2011. Released for Nintendo Wii on March 8, 2011. The $1 million pyramid is directly based on the U.S. game show Pyramid, a long-running program that began circulation on March 26, 1973. The project was developed by Lusa Incorporated and published by Ubisoft Entertainment Gameplay. It should be noted, while the game draws its source material from the 1973 program, it is primarily based on the 2002 iteration of the show. Gameplay consists of 2 players, teams, 1 celebrity, and 1 regular contestant, taking turns giving each other clues to words within one of the 6 categories without saying the answer out loud. Since the game wasn't popular, few reviews could be found. However, one of the review sites that have been listing, people have noted that some screenshots from the game have noticeably different color schemes and designs than what was released. Information. In August of 2020, a new screenshot of the game surfaced online showing the game with different color scheme. In addition, the logo in the screenshot was a reincarnation of the 2002 logo instead of the release game logo. While the existence of the early version of the game has been confirmed, no ROM or disc of the original version of the game has been found. Deal or No Deal, unaired episodes. Partially found a couple of the unaired episodes from Deal or No Deal. Number 5, Wheel of Fortune DVD game, 2007. Not missing. You're not missing anything. You can just buy the game on eBay or etc. somewhere else. Winning Lanes, unaired episode. Literally no information. Joe Gargilla memory game. 1971. The game show that aired on NBC channel in 1971. The show had 190 episodes and lasted to February to July of 1971. This part is going to be controversial because I will be talking about Bill Cosby. Yes, that Bill Cosby. You Bet Your Life, Bill Cosby version. Bill Cosby made an appearance on a game show, You Bet Your Life, in 1992 at the start of the game show run. And there's a video of it on YouTube. Below the abyss, this is the seventh thing of the iceberg, and we're going to be done, and we're only going to have 2 parts of this. Below abyss. Supermarket Sweep 2020. Unused soundtrack. No information. Go for it. Pilot episode. No information. Let's Make a Deal, 1963 pilot episode. Let's Make a Deal, found on-air pilot at NBC Game Show, 1963. Let's Make a Deal is a long-running game show that is dubbed as the Marketplace of America. It debuted on NBC on December 30th, 1963, and went on to spawn numerous incarnations on ABC syndication and CBS. It was created by Monty Hall and Stephen Hottos, and was hosted by Hall from 1963 to 1986, then by Bob Hilton in 1990, and Hall again from 1990 to 1991, and Billy Bush in 2003, and currently by Wayne Brady since 2009. On May 25th, 1963, a 37-minute pilot was taped for NBC and hosted by Hall. Statue found January 8th, 2003, and it was found by the Game Show Network. Double Dare Australia version. Yes, there is an Australian version of the Double Dare that lasted from 1989 to 1992 in Australia, and some episodes are found on YouTube. This next one is kind of Yeah, this one's kind of bad too. It's kind of going against defamation of gay people. So if you're gay and if you don't want to hear this, then don't listen to this part because it's bad. Seriously, Dude, I'm Gay, 2004. It was canceled due to defamation of LGBTQ plus people. The cancellation was by the group called the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, also known as simply as GLAD. Stop Till You Drop mobile game. Stop Till You Drop lost mobile game based on game show mid-2000s. Stop Till You Drop was a game show created by Stone Stanley Productions that aired between July 8th of 1991 and May 25th, 2000 across Lifetime. The Family Channel, PAX TV, the first 12 years were hosted by Pat Finn, and the last 3 years of the show run by J.D. Roberto. The format for the first 12 years were various stunts oriented, where two couples participate in a variety of stunts that were shaped around pop culture. After completing the stunt, they would choose a store in the mall and they would win a prize. Then there's a speed round where the two couples facing off, answering a variety of pop culture related questions, and the couple with the most points at the end of 1 minute and 30 seconds go on in the final round called the Shop Till You Drop round, which became the focal point of the show. The final round has one member of the couple receiving small prizes where they can either run through the mall and drop it off at the store and pick it up. The one that was at the store and dropped it off at the table or just bring it in the table, all prizes accumulated in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Having prices, and if the total is over 2,500, they would win a trip. The format for the last 3 years of the show run was completely different. The start oriented rounds were gone, and in place were visual questions, and when the couple wins the visual question game, one of the couple members has to run to an aisle in a mega store and grab a box. It has prizes in it. The speed round and Shop Till You Drop rounds stayed the same. Despite the show lasting 14 years, only one mobile game was made based on J.D. Roberto and was developed by Rexon shortly after the show ended. The next one, there's no information at all. The next one has no information, and the game behind the music pilot episode. There's no information for that. So, you guys, okay, guys, that was my Iceberg Explained Lost Game Show Media Iceberg. I really hope you guys like the 2-part video. I've been working on this for 6 days. Let me see. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yep, 6 days. So this is an experimental video. I hope you guys really like it. It's just experimental, so I don't know how you guys will like it. But I thought it was something different, and I wanted to try to do something different on my channel that I liked. And honestly, I hope you guys like it. There will be a behind-the-scenes video of it that will come on after this. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Period.